Hi, I'm Lesley Koehnen of Village Health. Thank you for joining me today for standing roll downs using the wall. The goal with using the wall in this exercise is so that we can feel the articulation of our spine, but also just like in the previous video, spine stretch forward against the wall, as we stack back up using our abdominals or using the wall as a prop to help us feel what tall, good posture feels like, and we're working our muscles to help find that. So, again, with any new exercise, you want to consult with your physician first. Otherwise, for today, you're just going to need a clear space of wall that you can stand against. Let's get started. So, you're going to start, you're not going to have your heels against the wall. So, you're going to have your feet about 1 foot of your feet. See what I'm doing here? 1 foot of your feet away from the wall. And then you're not going to lock your knees. You're going to just always have a soft knee bend to the best of your ability. You want to try not to clench your toes into the mat. I'll try to help remind you of those things as we're working on our spinal articulation. So your hips are against the wall. You're going to try to stand up against the wall. If you're like me in a tank top, it's always a little cold the first time you go there. And if you have forward head posture, you might have a hard time bringing your head against the wall. So you might feel like, oh, my chin is really jutting up. If your chin is jutting up to the ceiling, you're not going to want to bring your head all the way against the wall until you can bring your head against the wall with your chin parallel to the floor. Okay. So if you find to get your head against the wall, you have to do this. Don't bring your head against the wall yet. Wait until you get a little more flexible in your spine. Let's get started. Just like in the spine stretch forward, the first one is always, we're the most stiff. So it's the hardest in a way to feel it. So you're going to have your arms resting at your sides. Again, you have a soft bend in your knees. You're not clenching your toes. You're going to inhale and prepare. As you exhale, and now you're going to take as many breaths as you need, you're going to slowly draw your chin down, bringing your head away from the wall. And then you're going to slowly try to roll down one vertebra at a time through your upper back, and then through your mid back. And then my lower back wasn't even touching the wall again because I'm not as warmed up. And you're going to keep going all the way down. And as you go down, you're going to feel your sitting bones draw up the mirror. And when you get to the bottom here, you don't want to have straight legs and then really round through the spine. You want to be able to crease at the front of the hip. So bend the knees even more here if you need to. Get your belly on your thighs and drop forward into a forward fold. Now when you're here, you can see your feet. Make sure you're not clenching your toes. You're going to inhale. Now as you exhale, keep your knees soft. The first thing you're going to do is draw your sitting bones down towards your heels. So draw those sitting bones down towards your heels. You're trying to bring your sacrum, that flat bone, triangular bone at the back of your pelvis, into the mirror first. I'm really using my low belly to get that sacrum into the wall first. And then I'm going to use my lower core muscles. I'm really feeling my waistband abs to get my waistband on the mirror. Now, the waistband is on the mirror right now. It's not going to be on the mirror once I get all the way up. Okay? So I'm scooping those abs. My waistband is against the mirror. And then I'm working my way up using my core to get to that bottom rib. Now, I'm going to try to keep my bottom rib on the mirror this whole time now. So I'm going to stack my spine up. Now my low back might move away from the mirror, but my bottom rib is going to stay against as I stack the rest of the way up, shoulders, neck, and head. Make sure those arms are relaxed. You're not hyperextending your knees and you're not clenching your toes. Take a breath. Let's do it again. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, slowly move the head away. Now, what you're going to kind of feel as you breathe, relax your arms, relax your knees, is your spine is going to go into the mirror, up the mirror, off. Spine goes into the wall, up the wall, off. So you're feeling your spine go up before it clears off. And now this time I'm feeling much more of my lower back going into the wall before it leaves. And I'm using those core muscles. And I'm not forcing my head in any position. I'm just letting my head hang like a wet noodle. Same with my arms. And then you keep going down all the way. Now remember, knees soft. When you get to the bottom here, you want to make sure you have that nice crease at the front of your hips and hang down. And rest your tummy on your thighs. You don't want to be with straight legs and a real rounded back. We're trying to have more of a back that's dripping downward towards the floor. Take an inhale. Exhale, draw those sitting bones down towards the heels. Let those arms dangle. Use your low belly to bring your sacrum into the wall, and then your low back. Work up through that lumbar spine, bottom rib. Try to keep your bottom rib on the wall as you work the rest of your way up to your head. And again, inhale, prepare. Exhale, rolling down. One bone at a time. Really using those core muscles. Going all the way down. Take a breath at the bottom. Inhale. Exhale, scoop the belly. Try to get that, use those ab muscles, get the sacrum against the wall first. Keep the knees soft, don't clench the toes. Now you're gonna roll up, use your core to roll up through that low back. Now we're hitting that bottom rib. This is really important. As we come up, we might go back into that neutral. That's fine through the lumbar spine, but that bottom rib stays against the wall or the mirror as you stack all the way back up. Make sure you're not working your thighs too hard or your toes. Kind of make sure you're relaxing here. The work should be in the core. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly peeling down. Take as many breaths as you need. Really work on that articulation. Stay soft in your legs, soft in your toes. Going all the way down into that forward fold. Really creasing at the front of the hips, letting your tummy rest on your thighs. Inhale. Exhale, drawing those sitting bones towards your heels, using your belly to get your sacrum against the mirror, and then using your belly to get your waistband against the mirror, and then your bottom rib, and then your bottom rib is going to stay against the mirror as you work your way up through your shoulders, neck, and head, and stay here. Try to relax your legs and glutes a little bit. Try to make your abdominals do the work to stay here. If you can, try to straighten your legs just a little bit more. Don't lock them. And just still try to keep that bottom rib against the wall as well as your head. And then relax. And you can step away from the mirror. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to continue to work on postural work against the wall. The next one will be more of a chest opener, but it's something that you can add on to the spine stretch or the roll downs against the wall. Thank you so much for joining me today, and be sure to check out my other Pilates shorts on this YouTube channel.